Love it when the camera just crashes. Thanks, NVIDIA. Alright. Sick. Alrighty. Let's see if the sound is good. Alright, I think the sound is good on the mic end of things. Let's see. Nice, okay, there we go. Camera's actually functioning now. Let's share the stream so people can actually know we're live. Alright. What's up, Simon? How you doing? Alright, fellas and fellettes, should you be in chat? We are going to get started. Cool. Still getting my stuff set up over here. Give me just a second. Perfect. All right. Alright, cool. So we're going to be working on the latter half of Garbage Gold today. Garbage Gold Deluxe, I should say. Basically, the goal for today is to get like most of the game like finished scripting, and probably get some playtesting in. Hopefully, that'd be good. What's up, Dr. Lou? How you doing? Yeah. So basically, a lot of the game is finished. In fact, most of it is finished. Just working on the Team Plasma hideout, and yeah, let's just get into it. So we are, let's see. So we have mostly what we need to do today is just get the trainers implemented. Let's get this guy up here. So we're in the Plasma Grunt gauntlet. There is one heal in this entire gauntlet, and basically this stream is gonna be pretty grindy. We're basically gonna be getting all these trainers into HD Engine so that they're in. I think the AI for battling is done. We had a massive yeah, let me go big mode here. we had a massive merge from HD Engine main. So some cool news is that our damage calc is finally like actually up to date with modern Pokemon. So any damage calcs in Showdown should be exactly the same as they are in game. So now we can actually make a calc for this game, which is pretty sick. And with all those modernizations, I had a ton of help with this, basically modernizing the AI to be able to get these updated calculations for Switch AI, which is like kind of a big deal because that's a lot harder to do. So basically, Switch AI should be good now. I think Battle AI should be good. There's probably more things we could iron out on that, but I think it's probably good as it is. So basically, we are gonna just hop right into doing this. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are in the hideout, and right now we're just going through the grunts and assigning them all their respective teams. So it's different from the original in the sense that I'm making fewer Pokemon on each team, but I'm making them a little bit stronger. So, what's up, Half Celestial? All right, also, guys, thanks for dropping by the stream. I haven't streamed in like a couple weeks. I've been like super tired recently, and just like a lot of stuff's been really tough for me, especially with like graduate school. How many lines does that Battle AI have? I actually had to cut it down a lot. I basically got rid of all the the bloat from vanilla that I'm not using, and I had to cut down the file size because it literally couldn't fit in the ROM. But right now I chopped it down to like about 5,000 lines, but there's a ton of stuff that's also in it's probably still around like 9,000 when you look at this file, not this one. There's another file that's like for, I don't know where it is. Yeah, calc. Yeah, the battle calc. Yeah, there's another 2,000 lines of code for calcing the damage rolls and all that good stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so the battle AI is going pretty nicely. I don't think I need to do too much more on that, which is like good. Yeah, Shady, I'm gonna work on getting it working on hardware. Like, I also really want it to work on hardware, but it's like I'm gonna probably work on that after I finish actually like getting the game done. It'll be easier just because then I only have to make one patch for it. I'm gonna try to do what Mr. Hudson did, and I think you also tried that, but I'm gonna see like whether or not that can actually fix anything. Okay, so Plasma 664 is this guy, Krokorok and Vivillon. My theme for this is mainly like Dark Bug and like some Psychic types for like the scientists. I'm trying to keep it kind of on brand. So they have Ghost types, Dark types, and Poison and some Bug. So kind of like your typical like evil team types. I kind of want to stay like on theme there. The other thing that we have to do for each of these trainers, which is kind of annoying, is also changing their overworld text. So this is the text file for all the trainer text, and it's done separately. And so basically, when you change a battle from single to double battle, you can get this like you guys probably know about the blank text glitch if you've been on my server long enough. But basically, you have to specify that the trainer is a double battle, or else it's like not gonna. Or else it's gonna just show blank text because it's not gonna look for the correct text bank. So there's an easy workaround for this, and you just take a double battle template and you just copy and paste your text onto it, and then you add a little bit of stuff depending on like what the partner Pokemon is gonna be. So yeah. So that's a big part of this, is like making sure all of the text I have in the game actually like lines up with what is happening in the story, and making sure to get rid of like any Team Rocket references, because there's still some of those. So we're doing wholesale text swaps and all that. Yeah, I heard what you said, Shady, about you patched the HD ROM and applied X Delta after. Yeah, it's interesting. I also don't know why this is happening because HG Engine has a built-in, it has a built-in AP patch for it. So it's really weird. And also, I do want it to be working on hardware. So the other thing you have to do for these double battles is because you can't really trigger one trainer double battles. Well, actually, you can in HG Engine now, but I don't want to go back and like change everything to do that. I'm just adding text for the partner. So here we have this trainer as well as its partner, this Krokorok here, just so it triggers the battle with two NPCs so it doesn't crash the game. Because we love. What's up, Yuri? What's up, Garrett? Yeah, we're talking about doubles. Yes, sir. So basically, you have to add the doubles text here so it doesn't do weird stuff. Oh, Prince Fluff, what's up, man? What's up? One of the OG double battlers. Yeah, Prince Fluff, if you guys don't know, he has a bunch of like doubles hacks. Correct me if I'm wrong, you did Black 2, and you also did or no, it was one of the Gen 5 games. You also did the X and Y, and you did the DX and DY, if I remember correctly. Those were back in the day. All right. So there should be. All right. So these guys are done. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing any of the grunts. Oh, you did this. You did the sword and shield one. Oh, cool. I didn't even know you were doing that. Oh, this guy. We also have to go through and change all the sprites. So you'll see that I have like a bunch of galactics in here. That's because of a lot of like swaps in overworlds that I've done, and I need to make those all Team Plasma. A lot of graphical stuff went into this. All right. So on floor 1 we have those two battles. We have 3 and 4, and so that's these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basement floor 2 here. So we should have this guy comes later. This is this 650. Editing trainers is always a chore. It's definitely, it takes a while, for sure. This guy is 218, so that is the one I just did. That is this Krokorok guy. There should be another trainer in here somewhere. Interesting. Maybe there. Oh, is that this guy? That might be this guy. Okay. Yeah. So these are not in order. I might want to put them. Thanks, Yuri. Thanks for coming by the stream. Appreciate you, man. All right. So we'll go on to Scientist Ross now. Fortunately, DSP is showing me all the indices correctly here, so it shouldn't be too difficult. All right, so Scientist, I'm trying to get a good combination of double and single battles in this. This is supposed to be one of the hardest gauntlets. This is the heal. The heal in this gauntlet is actually not there. It is separate. Here, let me show you exactly where it is. It's on the first floor, and there's a Chansey up here because that's just kind of the way I like to do things. I have a Chansey that has a flag where you can get 1 heal per gauntlet, and Cynthia is actually the person who you partner with in here instead of Lance, and she does not heal you. There's also some items in here you can get to cure poison. I think we have Patchaberry, Cherryberry, Berry Juice, and Citrus. Because this is probably one of the hardest gauntlets in the game. Probably next to the one that comes right after this, which is the Radio Tower Gauntlet. And that one is like brutal. Okay, so Scientist Ross, you are 468. And I am making sure that I have all of my AI flags correct here, so this looks good. And a lot of the stuff I'm editing is like modified from Mythic Silver, because those two games are kind of like built off of each other. Is it tag battle at the end of the gauntlet? Yes. So a good thing to do in this gauntlet is to save your heal for as long as you possibly can, so that you're healthy for like the final tag battle, because it's tough. it's tough. But Cynthia is actually kind of like pretty strong. And a very interesting thing about the final battle is that there is protect double battle AI that I wrote. So you kind of need to know how that works. The way I set it up is essentially, so protect in double battles, your Pokemon will protect if it's like the AI control, if it could be killed, and it can't outspeed and kill something else, essentially. So like if you have like a 1 HP Pokemon, it can bait moves in and it'll protect. It also is different protect AI for both single and double battles. So I split them up because you kind of want to do those differently. So protect on like a Leech Seed Mon in the single battle, so they'll have a different AI. Of course, we have Shadow Tag Gotharita. Let's make sure we have the IVs correct here. That's another thing that's nice about HG Engine is all of your IVs and EVs can be manually set. You don't have to like calculate them through some like other value, which is actually something I think that other games like Gen 3 decomps don't have. So that's an interesting thing. Alright, Solrock. So one thing I tried to think about during these gauntlets and like these battles is like what Pokemon or what type is going to be used against the lead, so I can have something in the back that's good against it. Of course, I don't do that all the time because it could be too difficult. But I try to stick away from monotype as much as I can, unless there's like a reason to. A couple exceptions to that are gym leaders, which are not entirely monotype, but have mostly monotype. Yes. What do you mean by performance, Will? There are a couple of things that are better, such as like 60 FPS battles. Those are nice, and like text printing is faster. But I wouldn't say it's like any like other crazy things besides that. Okay, so let me check and see what this trainer text is before we move on. Okay, so that's guys fine. Doesn't reference anything from Team Rocket. Love that. Okay. Great, so that's this guy. Now we have a double battle with this this guy here. Let's make sure you're changed over. What do you mean by runs poorly in general? Like what specifically? I'm gonna put Lampent on this. Also, there's a Drayano cameo in here. Morty has a Lampent that's called Drayano. It's his lead. It's kind of neat. Okay. Alright, cool. So this is going to be Plasma. Alright, so this is 404. And this is going to be Plasma B dash 681. So each of these plasmas have like an assignment number, and it like kind of shows how their difficulty level is. So the higher number, the higher the number, basically, the further on in the game they are. So that they're not just all called Grunt. Using female for this one. This is going to be a double battle, so we're gonna have to do the text edits. You're gonna have Pumpikaboo and a Lampent. So if you bring a dark type, that would be very good. Alright, and we also want to make sure that we have 2 Mons here. The cool thing that's been added in HG Engine recently is the trainer checker. To make sure that you have no errors in your trainer doc. That's super helpful because it's actually caught a number of mine already. Like if you have like 6 Pokemon but you only like define 5 or something, it will catch that for you. So it's a lot of cool developments there. A bunch of new moves also got added. I think like Parting Shot and Strength Sap like officially got added. There's a couple moves that, like, I think like dual wing beat still needs an actual animation, so I might need to do that myself soon, like before the game actually comes out. It crashes on unlock speed. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if it fixes anything. I'm not sure if like HD Engine directly fixes that. All right. The other thing that is I'm going to be doing as the game progresses is if you know the lore behind the vanilla garbage gold, or not the vanilla, but like the original, there's something called shiny sickness, which is essentially it turns Pokemon shiny, and it's like this illness that these Pokemon come down with, and it basically makes them go like berserk and flame body here. Sorry. And it happens on evolved Pokemon, or it happens to unevolved Pokemon, and it causes them to evolve early. And so there's some instances in this game where you'll actually encounter these as like overworld, like standalone bosses. Like on the snowy route, there is a Beartic that attacks you, and it's like way too low level to be a Beartic, but it's a shiny sickness Beartic, and so so that's like one of the things you encounter. There's a bunch of mini bosses, and they have custom music, which is pretty cool. That comes from Xenoblade Chronicles, if you guys have played that. So there's a lot of like very cool custom stuff that's been added into the deluxe edition, like tons of custom new music. And that's like a really basically a ton of new graphics. If you've been in Discord recently, like checking Discord, like I've been putting a lot of that stuff there. Alright. Alright, so this is the guy who actually gives you the password, and you have to fight him. So let's make sure this text actually plays correctly. Need to find double battle. Here we go. So we take this, and we go up to where the text is defined, and you can do this. So then I just take this, and I make sure that I have the correct index numbering for this. It's a bit of a process, but once it's set up, it's good. Another thing that I've been planning to do is to make like a less gimmicky hack before I finish Iridium, because Iridium's a very much a long-term project. I really want to do something like very much like run and bun level difficulty that isn't like limited to like just trash mons or legendary mons, like something way more like vanilla-esque in terms of like the Pokemon you obtain. I think more people would be inclined to play that, so I think that'd be neat to do. Alright. For those of you guys who are hanging out in chat, how are your days going? I was able to get off schoolwork a little bit early today, which is nice. Oh, he's crawling around the floor. Nice. You'll be walking soon. That's exciting. That's fun. Glad you're getting time with the family. That's awesome. So you got that guy down. And next up is the scientist Mitch, who is trainer 469. You have 2 Pokemon. Your single battle. Great. And you have a Meowstic. Yeah, so these Mons are like a lot more like, I don't want to say like evolved or tougher, but they're not like just absolutely terrible like you would find in other trash lock hacks. So you are going to have fewer opponents to like fewer Pokemon to battle against, but more difficult ones. So it's a little bit less grindy and a little more like, oh, I need to like plan for this, that kind of deal. What's up, Tealgami? How you doing, man? Extra. All right, good. Also, everything in this gauntlet only gets 3 moves. Just makes it a little bit easier to balance and a little bit more predictable. It's also easier to develop. Took care of your nephew for a bit. Nice. Good times. Glad you're getting family time. Family time's always like super valuable. You were wondering about the movesets? Yeah, so one thing I was considering when I was making this gauntlet is like how hard I want it to be. And it's a very long, it's like the longest gauntlet in the game. I'm pretty sure, like just in total. I think it's got like around 14 trainers or something, and you only get 1 heal. And it can be really hard to plan for all of those trainers. And so instead of making like more complicated move sets and stuff, I have things mostly focused on just doing different damage. And it's just more predictable for the player. There's fewer like hazards you have to play around. It's more of like, do I have the correct types in my box, and can I use them at the right times in order to like get through this gauntlet, rather than like, oh, every single trainer has like paralysis on you and your whole team's getting paralyzed. You're doing tech. You're trying to install Windows on a Chromebook. Good luck, man. Good luck. All right, we got cool. All right, so this guy's done. We have this next plasma. You are gonna be this guy. Okay, so this is number 222. All right, that is gonna be this guy. So you're gonna be. Also, someone did something really cool for the community for HD Engine. Someone made a script that takes your HD Engine file, like this thing I'm editing right here with all the trainers, and it actually generates run and bun style docs for it, like all formatted nicely and everything, which is really cool. I think you might have to like fill in some like the trainer classes or like pictures or something that way, if you have like ones that are not like from vanilla, but it's pretty neat. I saw someone use it and it's like they actually look very good. So I might actually use that in the future for my docs instead of like writing them up myself. But I kind of like how these look. Like I think these I think they're fine. I think they do the job and they tell you everything you need to know. Plus I'm gonna have a calc, so like if you need to do calcs, you can just use that. You don't need to like stare at the docs too long. You did a script that did the opposite at one point. Yeah, that makes sense. Was that for like the Iridium app? I had a script that converted Poke Editor Google Sheets to HD Engine like a couple of years ago when I was making the original Garbage Gold, because I had made the entire ROM in just vanilla and then I had to convert it at the end, and that actually turned out to be a really annoying and tedious task. But it turned out like it worked. Also, just so you guys know, I have not abandoned Iridium in any way. It's I just really want to get this done first. Alright. So this now we're gonna start having some shiny Pokemon because they're like the stronger evolved ones that aren't really supposed to be evolved. So they canonically in the game have shiny sickness, such as the Scorch. So you're going to be shiny. It's kind of a neat way of indicating like what trainer's ace. I love the Iridium demo. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. More to come like that. Also, I have a great idea for what I'm gonna replace Ice Path with. I'm gonna actually use some mapping I did for Iridium, specifically the Petros Tunnel area, and I have a really good like way of using it to like progress the lore, for like Grovyle and some of the other things. Like I have a really good idea for what to do, and it's like I was thinking about it the other night. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna look like super nice. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a new chair. Here, let me show you guys. I got a new gaming chair that my wife got me. It's like super comfortable and has like a footrest and everything. And it has done some of the nicest things for my back. Like I am 26 years old, so my back is not getting any younger. It's like it has got like a footrest and like it's super comfy. My wife actually has a pink version of it, and she surprised me at this because she got it on sale during Prime Day. Um, and so anytime I do something like cool in like a like Overwatch or whatever the game I'm playing, I'm like, guys, it's the gaming chair. Like deadass, I got a new gaming chair. So the meme stays alive. That's pretty fun. Yeah, W wife moment. David, the shiny Palmot user. Might make an HDS ROM hack, dude. Go for it. If you're making your first ROM hack, I would suggest like starting off something small, like something very simple, and then like as you get better at like different stuff, like add stuff to it. It just makes it like a little easier. Because you don't feel like you're so overwhelmed. You have to retire from Overwatch. I feel that. I enjoy the challenge of that game a lot. I climbed from bronze to diamond on support, which is like pretty cool. I almost made it I was like so close to making it to like Master League, and then I like kind of got bodied and dropped. This gaming chair was only like $100-ish bucks, I think. You played in college? Nice. I used to have like an office sort of chair thing. You peaked rank 482 on support? Wait, who'd you play? Like Ana? That's insane, dude. Yeah, I was nowhere near that good. That's awesome. You should give me some tips on like how to improve. My camera froze? No. Hold up, let me fix that. My camera's been giving me troubles today. Oh my gosh, it's doing the thing again. I had to like unplug it and replug it back in, and now it's doing the thing. Please work. Oh my gosh. It's because of NVIDIA broadcasts that froze it. Give me 1 second, I gotta unplug and replug that. Now my face looks weird otherwise. I get under my desk for this one. I think we just gotta click a couple buttons and it'll be good. One second, let me pop this guy here. No, wait, it's still frozen. Oh my goodness. Why are you doing this to me? It's specifically the broadcast camera that is freezing. It hasn't done this in a while. Let me do some of this. I use the NVIDIA broadcast settings because it has a couple of things that like makes your it like frames you better. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Hello guys. Who did I play in support? I mainly played when I peaked at Diamond 2, I was basically exclusively playing Ana, and I was just playing super well because I'd like hit my cooldowns and like hit really good like nades and stuff. But I also played a ton of Brig to climb like through Plat and Kiri. So it's mostly like Ana, Brig, Kiri. I only play Kiri when I'm actually like feeling pretty good about like how I'm playing, because I like mess up a lot. On the games where I can like stay alive for the longest are like the ones where I play the best. Okay, so this trainer needs to be swapped out for someone else. I think this is trainer 220 here. The trainer AI calculation accounts for items, yeah, it accounts for items. They don't have items just because this is a very long gauntlet, and just based on like what I know about these gauntlets, when Pokemon have like healing items, it becomes really, really difficult, like to the point where it's kind of unbalanced. I think this needs to be 220 here. And so I decided to not have items. I need to hold on. Let me count for you guys how many trainers are there on this gauntlet. It's a lot, and there's a boss at the end. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trainers plus the tag battle. So it's a total of 13 trainers, and the last one's a boss. It's pretty tough. Wait, Will, slash Mr. Phoenix, who'd you play to get to like top 500 on support? I actually am very curious. The pack is pretty difficult, yes. It is definitely geared toward the more competitive audience. But there are settings to make it easier if you don't feel like playing like that. The hardest part for like a casual player would definitely be the gauntlets. But I don't think they're undoable by any means. Ana Lucio? Dude, I cannot play Lucio. I'm so, like, Lucio is definitely one of the worst characters in all of Overwatch for me. I've never been able to get value out of him. I always feel like I'm not doing anything, and then I end up feeding. It's bad. Tealgami, are you a more competitive focused Nuzlocke kind of guy, or more of like a casual playthrough kind of guy? Lucio O's are pretty sick. Unfortunately, I don't eat cereal very often, so I could never tell you. I could never tell you anecdotally if they're good. I'm also giving this Stunky self-destruct, because you have to have at least one boom in these kind of things. I feel like Lucio's like good at like speeding people around. Yeah, I feel like he's easier the higher up you get in rank, because like people actually use your speed to engage. And you can, in lower ranks, you just like speed and people just kind of sit there and you're like, alright, well, there goes my amp for 12 seconds. You watch Wolfie VGC, you're able to load diff worlds. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I watch Wolfie quite a bit too. My wife, okay, so I've been slowly indoctrinating my wife into Pokemon. When we first met, she did not play any video games. Just because she didn't have any like consoles really, or like a good computer. And over the past 4 years of us like dating and like, well, now 3 years of being married, I've been slowly just indoctrinating her into all of the like video games I've been playing. And as some of you guys know, she's actually done the sprites for these ROM hacks. So she actually plays Overwatch with me, and she reached Platinum on support. And she's never played FPS games before, so it's kind of cool. and we've been playing Xenoblade together, so that's been kind of fun. Um, Definitely frustrating at times. But she is like one of those people who enjoys doing side quests, and I hate side quests like with a passion. So it's kind of nice. She's like, "Oh, I'll do them," and I'm like, "Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you like those. I can't stand them." Um, so But yeah, now she plays Overwatch, and I've actually gotten her to play through Pokemon Violet. Um, so she's actually playing a Pokemon game for the first time herself, and she does not know the full type chart yet. So it's kind of fun to just like see her like thought process on stuff. It's like very much how I played it when I first started. Oh yeah, we played Legend of Zelda together. She was like, "Oh, I want 100% the game with all the Korok seeds," and I was like, "I mean, if you want, like, I'm good." But she lets me do some of the combat, and she does more of like the other stuff. It's just she likes it better. But yeah, slowly getting her indoctrinated into Pokemon. Um, and most of her exposure to like Pokemon games has been my ROM hacks. And so when she was playing through Violet version and was like, "Wait, I get more than 10 PP on every move," I was like, "Yeah, that's a me thing, not a general Pokemon thing." So it's kind of cool. Yeah. I'll tell you what, the type interactions I always forget are bug type. It's like bug and poison. I always forget those. I can't remember like which one's like bad against ground or bad against rock. Um, I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember. It's like the one type that I just always forget. All right, let's check. Here, let's check this text. Bad types interacting with themselves. I think it's like what? It's like ice and electric are not very effective against themselves. Same as steel and poison. Fire, water, grass are all the same. They're all bad against themselves. And then like the only ones that are good against themselves are what? It's like dragon and ghost, I think. Everything else is neutral. Probably forgetting something in there. Um, Dark type and psychic type weaknesses. Yeah, yeah. An interesting thing is that like if you have dark type coverage and ghost type coverage, it's almost exactly the same because they have a ton of overlap with like what stuff they're super effective against. Okay, so I think this is. I think we just need the Sage Rude here. Okay, so this needs to be. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to do some text editing on this. Okay, so we are now to. Oops. Okay. So we are finally to the first mini boss in here, and that's gonna be Sage Rude. And it's going to be Zenzalin later on. So the sages are replacing the kimono girls in this, and they actually play a larger part in the story. So I'm basically taking a lot of Team Plasma and replacing them into the story. And I think I've so far done a pretty good job with that. I just need to find where Getsus is, because he's going to be the stand-in for like the... There you are. Okay. The Iridium demo does have a bug that I still need to fix, where you can't get past some plasma trainers because of some like cries that break the game. So I do need to fix that. All right, I need to find Sage Rude. I think it's you. There we go. Okay, and then this needs to be N. There's a lot of different characters in this game that are not in vanilla, and so I do a lot of sprite swapping. Alright, what's this item? Petra Berry, that's good, that's good. Okay, and then let's see what. Oh yeah, this is the trigger. So this triggers script 4. I need to figure out what header this is. Script 249. Script 4. Okay, so now we have to do a scripted battle, so I need to make sure I have the correct battle in here. So function 4. Trainer battle 488. So this would be rude. And I do think I have a trainer class for this. Let me check my constants here. Yeah, so trainer class Sage Rude. The only bad thing about this is I might run out of slots in the music table for like special like background music for all these fights. So that could be interesting to have to deal with. Alright, so you have 4 Pokemon. Your single battle, and then you have only these Gen 5 mons. So he's got Herdier, Swoobat, Sawsbuck, and Bouffalant. Okay. Cool beans. So you can get rid of these two. The Trails series? What was that? I've never heard of those. So Sage Rude. So the thing is, I kind of want him to have more Pokemon and like be a little bit harder than the rest of the fight. But the thing is, he's part of a gauntlet, so I can't make him that hard, or else it will just be actually unwinnable, and that's gonna not be fun to play against. And I also do want people to actually see the ending to this game because I put a lot of effort into it. JRPG series with all within one continuity. Nice. I'll tell you what, Xenoblade also does that a lot, where it has like you have to do side quests in order to actually be able to progress the game, or you're pretty heavily punished by it. To like level up your team and stuff, and like get their abilities. Like for some reason, side quests give you more XP than actually fighting stuff, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. Oh, another thing, you guys, is U-turn and Volt Switch AIs. Those are really cool in this game. You get there's certain AI for them, so that like if they see that they have an unfavorable matchup, I think it's like if they can't do like more than a third of your HP or something, they're always just gonna like U-turn out. So you'll be incentivized to the basically you can read the AI as like U-turning sometimes, if you know what you're doing. But I'm really hoping the people who play this game have a fun time, like I guess dealing with like learning the new AI, because it's pretty consistent. And I think it takes a little bit while to get used to, but I think it'd be pretty fun to see how people deal with it. One of the things that I really like about the AI I made was particularly setup moves. So when a Pokemon can see a 2-hit KO and it has something like Swords Dance, it will go for a Swords Dance and then a 1-hit KO instead of going for 2 hits. So then it still has that boost. But the caveat to that is it won't do that if it will like die to your move. So if it's going to die, it will use like a damaging move. So you can't just make it do stupid things. The other thing that the AI will do, if it knows that you can't even 4-shot, so like basically if you can't like do any damage to it and it has a setup move, it will take the opportunity to set up against you because it's basically predicting you're going to switch or you can't really do much to it. So it's basically any sort of setup mons in this game are really spooky to fight against if you let them set up, because they will take that opportunity on you. So that's kind of a neat thing. Also Pursuit AI, which is something that you can see here, like this Bouffalon has Pursuit. Pokemon will Pursuit trap you. If they know that they can kill you with Pursuit, they will like always use it. So that's pretty neat. And they will go for like move, like if they're about to die, they'll use a priority move, kind of similar to like Run and Bun. So there's some neat things with that. One thing I'm interested to see how well it works is double battle AI. I think it's pretty good. The AI tends to double into slots pretty frequently, so like you can play around that, but it's also good for like it's like very threatening. So some neat stuff with that. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at the messages. We need to do some of those. I don't know why these are doubled here. All right. So it's text time. It's text time. Okay, so okay. All right, so this is N saying this, I think. Yeah, so okay. Dialogue time. This part, I knew this part was going to be a little bit intensive on the dialogue because there's a lot of stuff here I gotta switch. All right, function 2. Text player name. All right, message 3. I'm also very much looking forward to releasing this game because I think I'm gonna be able to get some streamers to play it on like a release day. Last time when I released Mythic Silver, I was able to get Wacko, Drew, Moxie, and Squirk to do like a co-stream kind of deal, like a Nuzlocke release day race for it. The hope is I can maybe get them to like peer pressure Peachell into doing it. That'd be pretty neat. That'd be ideal since like it is kind of based off Garbage Green in a way. That would be kind of neat. That's the goal. Have the game played by a big streamer. I guess that's everyone's goal when they have a ROM hack. I mean, yeah, not everyone's, but it's probably not the only one who would like that. So one can hope. I feel like this game has enough like new content and like difficulty and like it's a pretty big step forward in like Pokemon like ROM hacking. It's like it's the first Gen 4 ROM hack to ever have like a totally original AI. So I feel like that's gotta be enough, right? All right, so basically N is gonna come by. So N is actually not part of Team Plasma. He's trying to stage a mutiny, and he's trying to figure out what's going on here so that he can like get out, um, to try to subvert their problems. He was originally with in this game. He's originally with Team Plasma, but realizes that their like methods of doing stuff are like kind of like unethical, and so that's why he's like kind of helping you out around here. Okay, this is quite off. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do some music edit here, but I'm gonna probably do that. You hate yellow paint. Alright, so N is gonna give you a little pep talk. Does HDNG have any kind of export for sets? You mentioned a calc earlier. I'm sure people. Yeah. So there is Oh gosh. If you know Hezla HZLA, he has some program that does that. I think someone mentioned. Here, let me actually. This is a good time to look it up since you're here. Let me search. Um. Someone told me. Someone linked something in the calc. Here it is. I think it's in Kingdom DS hacking. Yeah, there is. Yeah. So if this folder can be dragged into the root directory of HT engine repo, and you can generate the data for the calc by following the readme.txt. Okay. So yeah, that's something to do. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out like how that works. Let's take a look at that right now, actually, because I do want to have a calc working. Okay. Readme. Okay. I think I have Ruby installed already. So you run the generate. Alright, so you generate that. Okay, you get a JSON file. Calc is viewable. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this should just generate it. I'm almost certain that there's gonna be excess like trainer fights that I don't actually have in the game that are gonna show up there, but I think that's fine because you can just control F looking for things. Yeah, we'll see how it works because I think I have more like stuff to find than Driano did, and he was the one who originally like I think had this for because it's for Aurora Crystal. Alright. So we're getting more um, lore about this. So Rude is an undercover sage here who is trying to go see like what Team Plasma is doing, and he's going to give us the password. The operations. What's up, Darian? How you doing? We're doing some scripting right now. Some scripting, some trainer stuff. Just like doing a lot of lore. Basically, getting all these new areas updated with the new story we have. It's a little bit grindy, but we're getting it done today. We're getting it done. Scripting, your favorite part? Heck yeah, dude! It's freaking scripting. We're on the Team Plasma hideout, so we're like pretty late game right now. So I'm really hoping to like get through the full like seventh gym today and like test it and everything. I'll be honest with you, some of the cutscenes in this game have been some of my best, and I'm like super excited for people to see them. I figured out how to do remote cutscenes. You can like show what's happening in another place in the world without like having to be there as a player. So that's like really cool. Um, that's something I'm excited about people to see. Yeah. Oh, I have a mistake somewhere in here. /n/r/n/r/n. Uh, that means I have a carriage return somewhere that's like incorrectly formatted. Could it be? I don't know. Um, don't love that. So the problem I'm running into here is when you do a /n/r/f. I somewhere forgot one of those letters. I just have the slash, and so it's like doing an illegal like carriage return or something of that nature, and that is going to throw an error. And it's telling me it doesn't tell me where it is, which is kind of unfortunate. Uh. Okay. one way we can do this is just hit save and then reopen it and see which line goes berserk. Ah, it's that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it does one of these things. Puts a whole bunch of garbage characters in here. I have no idea how long this is gonna go. Oh my gosh, it's just like goes on forever. Okay. So we're gonna have to redo this line of text. There we go. Oh my gosh, it went on for a long time. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Alrighty. It's yeah. What other text banks do we need to edit here? So then after this comes the Zinzolan fight. So we need to go back over there, make sure his text is good. There's also these electrodes, so I'm not sure what I want to do with those. Also, there is definitely a bug um, in here that I thought I fixed, but it soft locks you. So I'm gonna have to fix that now. Alright, script 12. Slash F, so slash n is new line, slash r is refresh the text bank, and then slash f just shifts everything up by a line. So it's good. So slash f is basically good for like when you have something that just runs on like only one line longer, and you don't want to have it like completely refresh the text box. So I just use it when my text goes onto a third line. We need to also get rid of this part. We can't have you get whirlpool because we're not unlocking whirl islands in this game. Okay. Good to know. The good news about this is that it's not really too much editing I need to do here. But there is, okay, so here, yeah, script 12. Okay, this goes like that. Okay, so then that opens up. Okay, so it can go to function 13 or 14, I think, depending on that. Different things can happen. Okay, and so then, what, script 2? I need to find where the trainer battle is. Battle. It's probably in a function, actually. Yeah, battle 2 versus 2. Let's check this. Yeah, so there's 2 different places that this happens, and that's the problem that we ran into last time. So this script branches into 2 spots, and so I wasn't setting a flag because of the branch. I think I just need to put this right here. Oh, I did. Okay, so I did fix this. Okay. And let's just make sure. So here. Okay, great. So this should not be a problem now. Okay, cool. So we should not be getting soft locked anymore. I guess I did fix this already. Great. Great, 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 great. Okay, so now you have to set up the 2v2 battle, which should be fun. I think everything else is probably fine. Okay, so 675. Okay. I will probably need to check and make sure this back sprite is still good to go, and that didn't get, like, modified somehow, but it's probably okay. Okay. So let's get Cynthia's team in here. So she's gonna have her Garchomp first. Um, Garchomp item. I'd like to do this. I don't want to have an item here. Okay. Dual chop. Scorching Sands. So the Garchomp is really good, but it's immediately threatened by the Cryogonal. And so you need to take out the Cryogonal in order for her to do anything. But the Garchomp should be protecting the first turn it's out, giving you an opportunity to kill the Cryogonal and have it focus that slot. So there's a lot of stuff you need to know for this battle AI-wise and how to, like, manipulate it. So Vacuum Wave. Okay, this is a mixed Lucario set. Smart Strike. Shadow Claw. So both these things have Protect. There's a lot of Protects in this battle, so you need to know how Protect AI works in order to really, like, cheese it or game it. Ability, Inner Focus. No Fake Outs for them. Modest Nature, so it's a stronger Vacuum Wave, but the other moves are a little bit weaker. Alright. Okay, so that's good. Then we need we're gonna need Zinzolin, so let's see what number this is gonna be. 490, 479, 499. This is going to be... What, this guy's got 4, the other guy's got 2, okay. Single battle. I mean, technically it's a double battle, but whatever. Okay, it's all the AI flags, it's good. Okay, now we can actually give him the team. Dragonol is like really fast too, so this could be tough. Aurora Beam. Filling Water. Rapid Spin. Rot. Ability. Levitate. Nature. Sassy. Item. None. Power Up Punch. Dual Chop. So these things are really going to threaten the Garchomp slot. It's interesting to watch. I'm glad it's interesting. I typically do a lot of stuff at the same time in DSP and HG Engine. Save the DSP output and then run that through HG Engine. Just so I kind of have everything going at once, so I don't like lose track of where I am. It's really easy to like mess things up otherwise for me. Alright, Scrafty gets Hardy Nature. Well, these need to be shiny locked for sure. Alright, this is Vanillish. Item. None. Yeah, I am also fortunate that I have 2 monitors, and so I can like have some stuff on one screen and some on the other, and it's like I didn't know how much that helped until I got my second monitor from my friend who like just had an extra, and I was like, I can never go back. This is so nice. Okay. Nature is going to be relaxed, so give it minus speed nature, so it's a little bit easier to deal with. Last one is going to be the Golurk. Yeah, I used to do ROM hacking on my laptop a lot. And in fact, I'm probably going to have to because I'm going on a vacation soon. That is always difficult. Speaking of difficult, this next gym leader is going to be a doozy. Gym 7 and Gym 7 and 8 are like both like very difficult. The difficulty in this game scales, I think, quite well, but the latter half of the game is like significantly harder. Use an ultra wide and an extra monitor. Nice, nice. I think mine I have like two 24 inches. The one I'm looking at right now that I'm doing everything on is like curved and like it's my like better monitor. Like it's got I think 165 hertz, so it's like great for gaming and like especially like Overwatch and stuff. And the other one is just a 60 hertz that I got from my friend. That one's just good for having like docks and stuff up. And having all my streaming stuff up. I have like OBS, the music, all that stuff on there. It's actually kind of crazy, like how like I got a refurbished tower PC for not that expensive. It was like 650, I think, and like 650 bucks, and it was like it came with like an RTX 3060, so it's like really really good. Um, it's got a good CPU as well. Can handle all this stuff. So I'm pretty happy with my setup right now. Which is good. For the longest time in my life, I just had like absolute awful setups. My first like actual like quote unquote gaming PC was a 10-year-old PC that I replaced the GPU in, and it was like kind of a cheaper end GPU, but it was like okay. Um, and that thing eventually like the CPU was super super old. Uh, so eventually it just got so slow I had to upgrade it. It was really bad. And I still have it somewhere, and I think it still has some of my old ROM hacking stuff on it, but I don't think anything on there is like actually like needed anymore. So it'd be Linoon. Alright, no item. Move. Headbutt. Missile. Wait, so are you still in chat? Yeah, you are. Yeah, Will, Phoenix, how did you get to top 500 on Overwatch? Like, what is your playstyle? I'm interested to know. Because I am also trying to, like, not suck. Any tips you have would be fantastic. I think these guys are done. What rank am I right now? I'm support, like, Diamond 4. Mainly play, like, Ana Brig. Some Kiri. I feel like I go for, like, a decent amount of damage. I feel like I'm, like, rather offensive with my cooldowns. So... I think the hardest thing for me is like consistency, like hitting my shots and being in the right spot, like when I need to be in consistency like that. All right, cool. So Garchomp's there. Just playing often enough. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. No way around that, to be honest. Gotta practice to get good for sure. Okay, so now the oh, you need to be Mr. Zinzelin here. I think you're above. Yeah, I mean, I could also just play a game for you right now if you wanted. Like when I get to a good stopping spot and you could see. Yeah, or I could send you a replay code too at some point when I get the chance. Where is Mr. Zinzelin? You are in here somewhere. I know you are. I think I passed him. Oh no, there you are. Okay, perfect. Ah, got you. You're working at the same time. Yeah, okay, I'll get you replay code. Okay, so this is you. Okay, so script for function for. Okay, so now we need to add to this. We need to release the. We need to have the Porta PC and stuff available again. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Great. All right. Message 14. Then we need to set flag 2552 so we can, or sorry, clear the flag. Yeah. The Krogrunks are bopping, man. They're in a little ring. Right here. See the little Krogrunks bopping around. They in the overworld they kind of like bounce around and stuff. It's cute. This also means that I need to set this flag. Above in like the first floor. I don't think I did that already. All right. Okay, so scripts 34 and 35. This one needs to be the set flags. This disables all of the PC, Protoport PC, and the mover learner, and the gauntlet. And then once you finish the gauntlet, you can get those back. You can heal before that fight. Alright, neat. I think that could be it for this. Yeah, I think that should be the entire gauntlet. Oh, and then the electrodes. So I need to make sure those are just like, yeah. Let me check these scripts. Alright, script 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So I guess I should maybe, yeah. Yeah, okay, let's actually add a boss fight thing for these. Alright. Oh, wait, did I not do... I think I need to do the Gyarados from Lake of Rage still. That sucks. Okay, 6, 6, 5... 172? Yeah. Alright. These miasmas, these are the scripted, like, shiny sickness fights. Make sure I change it to 172, 172. I think all I need to do now is just have this. Here. Okay. Alright, so this electrode will be level 25. No item. Alright, you need to come up with a good moveset for this. Let's open a showdown and see what we got. Alright, what do you get? So I definitely want to give this some sort of kaboom. Actually, maybe we don't. I think foul play. Thunderbolts. What else we get? Oh my gosh, this thing just gets walled by rock ground types. Give flash cannon. Give it flash cannon. Let's give it explosion, because of course. And flash cannon. Ability, static is fine. Nature, let's go hardy. It's gonna be shiny. Okay. 25. I need to put this in the docks. Wait, I already have this open to the side. Let me grab that. Alright. Oh, that's right, you have to do it that way. It's gonna be a real pain. Okay. There we go. Alright, to put these borders back. Okay. Yes, it should look like this. Alright, so moveset, we got foul play, thunderbolt, explosion, flash cannon. Alright, and there's 3 of these guys. Great. This is 172. Alright. They don't need this. Don't need this check, defeated Pokemon, because it's a trainer battle. What scripting language is that? It is some assembly macros. So basically, there's a function and then there's the parameters you hand it. So if you know assembly, like, it's kind of like similar. But yeah, you're basically just using macros. Wild battle. Okay. Don't need to check defeated Pokemon. And the last one, we do this. Don't need check defeated Pokemon. And the scripting language off to the side here on the right is all it's done. All the HT engine stuff is done in assembly in C++. C. Yeah, ARM. Yep. Correct. Okay, great. So these are all set now. All right. Maybe I'll make different ones for each of these. I think that's a little bit more fun. All right, 173. Let's make this a Hisuian Electrode, why not? And instead of Flash Can, we'll give you Energy Ball. You found your way into my Discord? Nice. How'd you find it? I'm always interested to know how people found my Discord, because people always find it in different links, different places. Probably Reddit. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, this guy is gonna be Electrode Hisui. There he is. Like, he's angry. He's so angry. Why so mad, Electrode? You found out about Pokemon Unbound. Unbound's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is gonna be Leech Seed, Protect, Energy Ball. Oh, you heard of me from Drew? Yeah, he was, dude. He played that like, I think it was like 2 summers ago. It was the game released in I think June of 2023. Yeah, that was like the first time any of. No, he did play Black 2 Kaizo once on stream. That was like super exciting. But yeah, Garbage Gold he played a lot of. He got to like Lake of Rage and then wiped and he never picked it up again. There's a lot of bugs back then though, so I don't blame him. There's a lot of stuff that needed to be fixed, which is also the reason why I'm doing this. But yeah. Yeah. Always hope my games get streamed by somebody. It's nice to like feel like I did something that people actually enjoy. That is the hope, that people can like enjoy it and stuff. You know, you put a lot of time into a game, you just want people to play it. Otherwise, like, why bother, right? Alright, Electro to Sui. Yeah. Well, Darian, I hope you got a chance to play it when it actually is ready. It is significantly better in like every way. The dialogue is better, the graphics are better, camera angle is better, the cutscenes, it's like just way more polished, and like the story is way more fleshed out. So hopefully that lends itself nicely. Alright, let's actually give this one Giga Drain. Alright, you are going to get Discharge. Actually, I don't think I want to do Thunderwave on this. The thing is, Electro does not get that many different moves. You have a few runs when it's finished. Hopefully it'll be finished. I really, really, really wanted to finish it this week for like a full beta, like being ready. I might actually make that happen. Maybe. If I can finish this split of the game today, then yeah. We'll be on track for that. I think go D-ball explosion. I don't know. I think this should be fine. I have to remember to. I also do have to give this a quick like run through and make sure the music is working, because there have been some times where the indices of some songs gets messed up somehow, or like there's not enough space in the game for it, and then it like the music goes silent. So I have to like double triple check that that's actually working as intended. Basically, you have to like there's a limit to how many tracks I think you can put in the game, especially if you're using HG Engine to add up all the new like Pokemon cries, and that limitation has been something I've been hitting frequently. So I need to make sure that I am testing that. Also, we have some absolutely banger music for the Shadow Triad. HD, I don't think he's in chat right now, but the guy who does the music for this game had like one of the like, dude, it gives me chills. Like, I don't know how he does it, but there's like this slowed down part of it that it's just like make you goes, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna get like it's so good. It's so good. I can't even explain it. Hopefully when you'll experience it for yourself when the game's ready. Alright, script 5. 172. This one should be 173. This one is 174. Okay, so these are all set. And you can switch mons between them. They shouldn't really be that hard. Okay, so I think this is all set. Obviously give it a playthrough, just make sure. Most of my playthroughs are just to make sure like the scripting and like the text is fine. The balance, I'm gonna let people do a playthrough test first before I kind of like release it to the actual public, so anyone in the server is like, well, like you guys get first dibs on all the stuff I'm doing. Lake of Rage, I need to check. I'm pretty sure I didn't finish doing this here. Also, Lake of Rage is like snowy. Um, None of the original areas in this game, I think except for Slowpoke Well, are the same. Everything else is like original in some way. Function 2. Yeah, so this needs to be an actual battle. Oh, and then these trainer texts need to be updated as well. $174. No, it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. Actually, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Doesn't need any text anyway. Why does this one have any trainer text? That's so stupid. Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. What was I gonna do here? We need to find a place for Gyarados. So basically I have to make a trainer battle for this Gyarados. And the way I'm doing this is I'm recycling the old I'm recycling the rebattles from original Heart Golds and Soul Silver because I don't have them in this game, so I have a ton of extra trainers that are just like not being used. And those are like prime real estate for like adding my own new trainers. There's plenty of empty slots I can reuse. So alright, we're using trainer slot 530. So let's do that. Sure. You change the numbers. Copy pasting code is honestly one of the most dangerous things you can do in coding. It's like so many ways of messing it up. All right, what level is this Gyarados? I think this guy is actually kind of tough. Yeah, he's level 24 for a level cap of 27. It's not easy. Especially because it's like way stronger than anything you can possibly have at this point. All right, species Gyarados. We're going to give you Scald. You also get Flamethrower. You get those are in the wrong order. The reason I have them in the exact order I have them in the docs is because it really helps with debugging AI bugs if those come up. It's because it tells me exactly what the move scores are and everything, so those are nice to have. Intimidate. I'm gonna have to give you a specific IV spread for hidden power. Nature is sassy. Okay. Intimidate is good. Okay, so I usually use Psypokey. Because this has a tool that tells you like what the IVs need to be for each hidden power. It's super helpful. So ground is special attack and special defense are 30. Everything else is 31. Nice. Okay, so that's hidden power ground. And hidden power recently just got fixed in the big like damage calc update. So that's also good. And then we also need to update the text here. Alright, so the next thing to do is the Mahogany Gym. I think this area is actually done. I think this hideout is good to go. We're gonna have to obviously test it, but I think it's good for a first run. Alright, so now Mahogany Town, back to here. How you guys enjoying the stream so far? I'm having a pretty good time. It's one of the most productive streams I've had in a while. How the hell is this? Okay. Skier Diana, jump scare. Oh, I forgot about this. There's a lot of cool, cool assets I might want to rip. You're just chilling? Awesome. I feel like there's some really good, like, things I could rip from here. I like this. I like the tiles. I like the ice. Kind of nice. Okay. So the skier Diana is first up, and she's a jump scare trainer. Because if you know anything about sauce hacks, there's always jump scare trainers, and they're just sparse enough that you might forget about them. I know. I know. A little cheesy. Alright, skier Diana. You're enjoying watching the process? Nice. Usually the streams are a whole lot more exciting when I'm doing mapping and stuff because you can actually see stuff a lot better. This is honestly one of the most grindy processes, beaten only by learn sets. Neat. So this gym is not a gauntlet. These gyms are in general not gauntlets. Because I want the level of difficulty on the trainers to be a little bit higher, and so I can't really justify having really difficult trainers. Or if I'm gonna have like a gauntlet, essentially. All right, so avalanche, rock slide, headbutt, explosion. Gotta have at least one explosion mon here. And these are gonna have the shiny lock on them. Level 22 Dugong. Yeah, these mons are going to be significantly harder than that last gauntlet. I remember this gym being probably one of the biggest skill checks in the original. But if you're able to beat it, usually you can like sweep the rest of the game if your box is good enough. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more fair. It was kind of like a boomer bust. Like if you had a good fighting type, because you can get, there's a guaranteed girder you can get. But if you don't have a good like fighting type, then it's tough. The other thing I'm doing in the remake is something I've started doing in all of my games recently, starting with Mythic Silver, also in Iridium, is making it so that each area of the game has a specific type. So you're guaranteed to get certain types of Pokemon, which makes the game way easier to balance and makes it feel like less encounter dependent. Yeah, the Cynthia actually dragon rushes the plasma grunt like Lance does. Yeah. She just says I think she says Garchomp dragon rush, and the dude just gets like sent. Yeah. That is one of the things that happens. 480. Let's see. So you've okay. Thick fat. Hardy. Okay, you look good. Alright, Vanillite. I also need to... Actually, wait, if I give this thing Eviolite, it is possible to steal it. Gotta get back to work. Toxin, thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate you being out here. I also need to go through all the Pokemon and make sure that the Eviolite is still compatible with them. Since I did change a bunch of evolutions and removed some, so it's gonna be something I need to double check so it doesn't. There's no bugs with that. Grass knot, water pulse, ice shard. This needs to be ice body. Nature is going to be hardy. Okay. Very good, very good. Alright, Miss Diana, you are done. That's right, there's only 3 trainers in this gym. I removed some of them. This guy, Border, DeAndre. Alright, it's 482. DeAndre. Border. You have 3 Pokemon. Your single battle. Your party 482. Alright, so this guy has a Jinx. Oh, this thing is brutal. What the heck? That's only level 21 though, so I think you can just, like, destroy it. Ice Punch. Also, it's really fast, so you might be able to outspeed it. Lovely Kiss. Inner Focus. Alright, Celio. Hardy Nature. Inner Focus. Great, Celio. Walk-on Berry. Move. You need to have Dive. Avalanche. Actually, let's give this thing water. Oh. Waterfall. Avalanche. Body Slam. Slack Off. Nice. And you have Ice Body. Nature is Sassy. The Puddle. You're gonna have a Citrus Berry. Oh my gosh, I made this thing level 25. That's pretty high. Alright, Ice Shard. Ice Fang. Liquidation. And Bulk Up. Get Thick Fat. Our ability. Yeah, good fire type in this game goes a long way. Nature is going to be Adamant. Nature. And that should be good to go. here we have Order Gerardo. 484. Wow, this gym originally had 5 trainers and now only has 3. Okay. 484. Very nice. Two more trainers, then we'll be done for the day. It's coming along nicely. You only have 2 Pokemon. You are a double battle. You have an Alola Ninetales. You are going to have Snow Cloak as your ability, since we already have Hail or Snow in here. Move 1, you're going to have Draining Kiss. The important thing about this gym to keep in mind is that all of these battles are in Perma Snow, so all these ice types have their defense buffed. You also have a Cloyster here. This is going to be a brutal double battle if you're not ready. Let's not forget the nature. Relaxed nature on both of these. It gives a lot more defense. So you will need a good special attacker here. Rock Blast. Spin Missile. Not giving this thing Skill Anchor would be actually insane. The special Glastrier? Yes, the special Glastrier. I really wanted Glastrier in this gym, and I was like, how am I gonna do that? Well, give it Ice Beam, Mud Bomb, and Mud Bomb. I guess, like, the only way you can really work around that. I also had a special Urshifu in the fighting gym. That was fun. It knew like Aura Sphere and like Water Pulse or something, and it wasn't even the biggest threat on the team. It was the Hisuian Sneasel that was more of a threat. Like you could just destroy the Urshifu. It's kind of funny to watch that. All right, Mr. Price. Mr. Price, we meet again. Oh, actually, trainer text. Don't forget the trainer text. 484. Let me check that first. Oh, and we need the correct Pokemon partner. So we need to make sure we have the Ninetales. Where are you, Ninetales? I know you're here somewhere. There we go. Found you. You have Urshifu Codex Ice on Chuck Price in your hack. I feel like they're like auto includes if you want them to be super hard. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Now we do the text. So I think this is like one of the first hacks I've done where I don't have a tribute to the Fire Blast Machamp. Um, my friend went to like some Pokemon tournament or whatever, like years and years and years ago, and he brought a Fire Blast Machamp with no guard, and it was like a modest set. And you think like, oh, that's pretty bad, but like no one expects you to just like whip out a Fire Blast that doesn't miss, and it actually did like kind of decent. And so like as like a homage to him, I sometimes put I had a Fire Blast Machamp on the original Garbage Gold. Yeah, Jolly Special Attacker as well. Wadusher, yeah. All right. Cool, that's trainer text is in. Price time. Which what are we in here? One header 140 script. And you are number 32. All right. The Auroras is going to be interesting. I'm really interested to see how people like deal with this. Item Chopple, Berry, Stomp, Ancient Power, Reflect, Light Screen, and Refrigerate. Good. Nature, Hardy. Alright, cool. I really think this might be one of the hardest battles in the entire game. But, you know, it's 7th gym, so it's kind of makes sense, you know? Bulldoze, Brine. Ancient Power. Shell Armor. No lucky crits here. Nature is Hardy. Okay, we have Arctozolt. I think Boltbeak recently got a pull request. But I don't know if it's actually merged into HG Engine main. We'll see. Item, Oranberry, move, Underfang, Ice Fang, Rock Slide, Body Slam. Voltpeak got a pull request is a strange sentence to hear. Yeah. I know someone's been working on a bunch of moves. I think it was Mojo who was doing it. I don't know the exact status of those. I'm pretty sure Parting Shot got implemented though. Someone using no guard Machamp do something fair. Wow, yeah. No one expects the Fire Blast Machamp with like the base 65 special or whatever it is. Nature. Relax. Alright. Here comes the Glastrier. I did do a bunch of calcs for these battles to make sure they were fair and like balanced. And I think the Glastrier is actually one of the least threatening Pokemon on this team. I think the Abomasnow is actually like kind of insane. Okay. Item. Oran Berry, just to give it something. Ice Beam. Mud Bomb. Stomp. Iron Defense. Ability. Chilling. Okay. It's funny because that only boosts Stomp's base power, and you're definitely not getting flinched by this thing because it's so slow. And you are going to be Jolly Nature. Yeah, if you're getting outsped by this thing, you have a... Your box is pretty bad. Let's just say that. Alright. 27. Abomasnow. Item. Akaberry, so you can't just blast fire moves through this team. Avalanche. Magical Leaf. Water Pulse. And Leech Seed. You have Sap Sipper. Nature. Sassy. And you are done. Fire Blast Machamp got banned for Dynamic Punch Machamp Sins. True. Alright. I think we're set for now. So let me just save this. Through price. And then we're gonna run this bad boy through HG Engine. Time to open up the terminal. Let's find where this guy is. Delete you. This game is 50 megabytes bigger than the original Heart Gold. Actually crazy. Alright, I'm gonna let this build. It shouldn't take too long, because I have a pretty efficient setup here. I'm gonna grab a snack, I'll be back. Oh, hold on, we have some trainers that are incorrectly defined. Yes, this is the trainer catch thing. This catches any errors you have, so Beckett. Pokemaniac Beckett has only 2 Pokemon defined, but he has 3. Okay, so let me check what I have here. This is such a good tool. Yeah, he should only have 2, so this number of mons should be 2. Rent, probably same deal. Yeah, double battle only has 2. Make sure you have 2. Ron. I think this is also in the same thing. Yeah, you should have 2. Yeah, and Ross. Mr. Ross, where are you? Alright, you have only 2 Pokemon defined. And you only should have 2. Okay. Let's try it again. I'll be right back. An error. Where's the error at? Oh, I misspelled Pokemon. That's embarrassing. I did it twice. That's even more embarrassing. I got a protein shake, 30 grams of protein bar, 12 grams. All right, missed. I gave my Scorch the wrong ability. It should be Flash Fire. See if it builds now. Yay, it finished. All right. Alright. Everything is pushed to GitHub in case my computer explodes. Alright, how long have I been streaming for? Oh, I did this in an hour and a half. Not bad. I'm getting faster at this. All right. I'm probably gonna take a break from ROM hacking here. I'll probably not close the stream. For a while there, I was able to have this be closed and not have it like kind of in the background. Now it's like not. Okay. It says it should be up now. Bro! Why are you doing this to me? There we go. We're back. I just need to not close in video broadcast, apparently. I also probably need to adjust my... where everything is. I'm probably gonna mute the music once the game starts. I think I'm gonna probably queue up... I'll probably queue up tank, I think. Let me, I updated the stream title so people aren't misled. Yeah, I'll take King's Row. Also, you guys gotta tell me if the volume is good. This is my first time actually streaming, like, playing a video game. Not the first time. I got a good map. I'm probably gonna play Ram. Also, oh, is the mic different? Uh-oh. What one is it picking up? This one. Here, is this better? Or I might have defaulted to something else. Oh, bans. If I'm playing Ram, I probably don't want to deal with, probably Hog and Zarya. Actually, Zarya's probably fine. Queen is kind of difficult for me to deal with, and I'll ban Sombra for my team. How's the mic now? Also, is the volume okay? It might be too loud. Oh, it was fixed? Okay. Alright, this is, I think, the one I was using before. Oh, they banned Ram? Oh gosh, okay. Main tank I play is banned. Zarya time. Let me actually move my camera up a little bit. So it's not on my, Also, let me close some other stuff. Alright, I'm gonna mute this. And let me put up my streaming stuff so I can actually see you guys. Alright. What the? Okay, there's someone up there. Alright, let's get it. Oh, huge. Huge snipe. I burned that bubble way too quickly. Walking out around outside. Thank you for the charge. Burn him! Reaper in our backline. Where's he at? Might be dead. We're good. A walk through here on their soldier, maybe? Might be able to farm grab? I don't know. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, he's won! No way. Alright. Also, let me know if this volume is too loud. I think it might be too loud. Maybe my game sound's turned up a bit. Right behind us? I don't know why this guy's on point by himself. I can grab this maybe in a second. Oh, big blizzard maybe? What the f— okay. Got him. I think the grab was worth it. I'm okay. Surely, right? Nope, I'm dead. I should have bubbled. That's my bad. I think we get this though. Alright, we have rally. Right, you cap it before they get back. Really shouldn't have died there. Oh, we capped it huge. They stepped off, that's really good actually. Volume sounds fine? Nice, okay. There's no way he's shatter, right? Oh, big dragon? I break walk in here. DPS are taking fantastic off angles here. Oh yes, give me more charge, thank you. I also have the piercing bubble, which is nice. The piercing primary fire, which is nice. Yeah, some charge. I think he's gonna shatter. Looks like he's looking for it. Okay. Max charge. Just somehow get around this Ryan. The ideal. Okay. I don't like playing on zero bubbles, but here we are. Try and play safe here so I can get all my cooldowns back. The health pack. Thank you for the charge, good sir. Oh, we got the dragon in, that's huge. Alright. Not my best grab for sure. Alright, this is gonna be tough. What happened to the fun spreadsheets? Hapsel Shelf. I finished the part I was working on today, so I'm enjoying a little bit of OW. I think I might want to just toggle Winston here. Yeah, let's toggle Winston. Yeah, I finished with what I was doing, just for today at least. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be working on the 8th split of the game, which is also pretty long. It's gonna require a lot of scripting, but yeah. Alright, Winston time. Alright, yeah, we need to take high ground. I can probably flush out their other guys. Need to not let this Rhine push me. Okay, let's jump high ground here. Oh, there's a Bastion up here. Okay, knocked him off, that's good. Oh, he needs him into the pit, let's go! That's actually huge. Distracting. Dropping bubble. Okay, Rhine down, huge. Wait for my bubble. Oh, that was a huge nade. Oh my gosh, my on is insane. I think Ryan's coming here. Let's get over here then. Stay away from him. Maybe stuff this guy back in the... Yeah, okay. Okay, let's get out of the way of that guy, let's get out. I don't have my Brig or my May alive. I have to touch though. Might be able to get Primal, so I can contest actually. Huge. I just have to hold cart, unfortunately. Maybe try and get the Lucio off here. Oh, I think that's it. Oh no, he's gonna live. Oh, I'm dead here. Okay. Not bad for a push. Didn't quite finish it out though. Damage-wise, doing fine. It's just finding the final blows is gonna be tough. Although fortunately, the hog is banned. On defense. Whoops. What do we want to do here? I just don't want to get run over by this Rhine. I want to be able to actually contest him. My Orisa isn't great, but it's probably worth a shot here. Normally I would go Ram on this map, but he's banned, so... that'll be interesting. I need to remind myself of Orisa's perks. Oh, Fortify HP might be good. And... Invert Javelin Spin instead of a bear. I don't know if that's good here. Maybe good on defense. Oh, Javelin. Oh, full charge. You can pierce enemies. Interesting. Okay, I think the shield might be better here. I think I burned my ability so quickly here. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to hit the Widow with that. Uh-oh. I need to retreat. Maybe I can recontest? Nope, not gonna happen. Alright, Winston time I think for sure. Their backline is super susceptible to my dives, so I think I'm gonna stay on Winston. Plus, I have way more experience on Winston than Orisa, so I think that's definitely gonna be long-term smart play. Plus, Widow and Soldier very easily diveable. Although normally, I feel like Winston's not my go-to pick on this map. I usually like to be more brawly, unlike the gym leader brawly. High ground here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's a tree. Wow, that's unbelievable, dude. Oh my gosh, he got out at 1 HP. That's unfortunate. Alright. Big picks. I think I can just push this Rhine here. Maybe the Lucio too. Let me get out of here. Oh, got beat. That's huge. Let me get to safety here. Health pack. Some regen. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I think my dives are not being staged properly. I'm gonna go back to Zarya here. I need to be a little more sustainable. Oh boy, I think we're gonna lose here. Alright friends, I think we're going to call it a stream for today. I really appreciate you guys all coming out and just hanging out, getting some good ROM hacking done. Appreciate you all who stayed to the end, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And hopefully I'll be back at tomorrow with another stream doing some more ROM hacking and finishing up Garbage Gold. So, see you guys.